Once again, this is going to be a little bit impromptu as we just hopped in here. Once again, Team Spectacular Soy Sauce taking on Team No Fuck Given, both North American teams for the Really Big Winter Pro Mod Tournament 2015, going live with the second half, coming into it kind of halfway here, or a quarter way. And actually, Team Spectacular Soy Sauce in a huge lead. I did not even see
They do have a very big lead.
17.
It looks like there was. Yeah, it looks like there was a wipe on the map on tank for Team NFG.
Indeed. I mean, that's kind of unexpected. I thought NFG was a very strong team. Team Spectacular Soy Sauce, though, was actually a big crowd favorite. And really nice guys, and they have the skill to back it up. But we'll see it. Team NFG over on your Survivor half. TSSS taking up the SI. And the attack is going to go ahead and toss itself in here, though. Charger coming from the front along with the jockey. Smoker's tongue getting broken. A nice Charger landing out onto Nick there on the side of the van. Smoker getting his tongue broken yet again. But the Boomer does find a target out onto the house there.
Well, pretty solid opening here. It's about 16 points of damage going in. It may tick up a little bit more, which it is doing thanks to the couple of assists from the common. They do find the bio bomb as well, which is very early. Let's see what we got for tank spawns here.
That game left a horrible taste in my mouth. That's like when you eat a piece of dark chocolate or really dark sweet chocolate, and then you drink water.
Well, no, that's the point of dark chocolate, the fact that it's not sweet, because dark chocolate has no sugar in it. That's why it's dark. But I get what you mean. I'm sorry, I'm literal, I'm British. We do see a charge land though, and a spit. Oh, the spit overshoots a little bit, but it does catch the shot just on the very edge. So, good damage.
Indeed, but even with those first attacks kind of botching each other, or botching each in their own sequences or instances.
Do you want to just leave the English to me?
Maybe. I'm mind blown from that game. My heart dropped.
Well, you said you had a bad, you had a bad taste in your mouth after that game. I think I was pretty confident hearing Bravo's vagina split from here. He's gonna be furious.
I can see the post right now on Left 4 Dead Nation. But attack coming in though, Smoker grabbing a hold of back, jockey dropping from the side of the highway, not gonna find anything though. Boomer dropping from the roof, and that will be a one boom out on Nick there. The Smoker still looking for the pole, grabs on the Alcocha, but getting self-cleared. And that will be the Survivors making the way to the CEDA, I don't know if we really want to call it the CEDA bus, CEDA containment unit, if you will. And yeah, NFG looking to make the way quickly into the event here. Not all that bad of, actually, their health is actually relatively respectable for this point in the map here. Now that I actually think about it, but they do have the tank to still deal with here. And it should be up here relatively soon. A Charger works his way in though. Nice double charge on the Survivors, pushing them back up on the alley. Hunter and Jockey also finding targets. That's going to be a lot of damage being pushed out onto the Survivors there. And Coach almost taking an end cap completely there. Purple, Dylan also taking massive amounts of damage there. And that will be the attack up and down, but not before leaving its mark out onto the Survivors.
Well, I mean, they're still a pretty reasonable stand-in, but they have spawned the tank now. Tank is up in the hands of Lucky. A pretty bad place for the Survivors. Pretty solid place for the tank. I mean, with the bile though and 4 sets of pills, even with their health at the moment, they're in pretty good standing to take this tank comfortably. It just comes down to shutting down that boomer on that tank commit and not catching any of these silly hitbox drops. But the boomer does go in and get a single boom on one, which, just as I say that, a pole does go out. There's a Hunter looking for a damage bounce as well. The tank has fallen into a pretty bad spot. The Survivors just intent here at the moment on avoiding that rock, which they do accomplish. The Hunter does land momentarily. Comet's still trailing in quite a bit. The tank has repositioned himself to the opposite roof now. He's just trying to land some rock. Survivors doing a pretty solid job of clearing the Comet out and taking out these rocks.
I'm just mind blowing here, but yeah, Lucky doing some good work with these rocks thus far, giving the Survivors something else to look at here. He's going to toss another one in there. SI attack goes in. Rock completely whiffing though, throwing it right between Coach and Nick. Double boom does land out onto Nick and Rochelle in the front though. Rock, another one actually missing Alice by an inch. And yeah, I mean, not to lean on it too much, but if Han didn't die there, they would have won. I'm just saying they would have won. And that's, I'm still mind blown. I can't get off of that game.
So Titan's currently on second pass. Survivor's still doing a pretty damn good job of chipping him out, but got this Colin is still coming in. There is a pull going out. Rock does miss a Hunter going on in the back though on Coach for a long ass time. Tank has committed now. That could be the why Coach is going to get in-cap by this Hunter. Tank has his first in-cap. Survivors have managed to separate themselves. They are going to free Coach so he's not going to get killed by that Hunter. But can they make it past the Tank to go around for the pickups? I don't know.
They should be able to pick them up in time here, though, but the damage has already been done. Dylan and Purple, the only survivor, is up right now. The only survivors that haven't even taken an in-cap for that matter, but a rock perfectly arced across the fence onto Rochelle's face is going to send another 24 points of damage her way. Another beautiful underhand there by Lucky, pegging Alice in the face, and he can't even get that set of pills off. He gets pulled. Actually, no, he did get it off. I lied. He got the set of pills off as he was being pulled, actually. Another rock gracing Rochelle with its presence, and that will be another in-cap on the survivors. Only survivor left up right now is Nick, and he's getting just pushed back by this tank and Charger. Looking for the level on the Charger, not going to find it though, but he will find a tank in his face instead, and that will be the in-cap out on the survivors, ending the round here for Team NFG with a 344 distance, and that is that's a pretty commanding lead for Team Spectacular Soy Sauce. Around 1,400 points.
That's a great amount of work to be brought back, especially going into map 3 only. It's pretty demoralizing not reaching the safe room on the first 2 maps, especially when it appears that Spectacular Soy Sauce have indeed made all of the safe rooms with significant bonus. So Purple rigged the game.
Purple's actually in the chat, and even he's
and now he's appeared in chat.
Yeah, he's saying you actually get the rest of the points for making it in the chopper, which I don't count that as distance. That's kind of like where the health bonus is a thing, because that's like safe room. You don't get points for distance points for getting in the safe room, especially a boost of 100. You might get like 1 point for stepping in the safe room, but 100 is a lot. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but the moment it stopped ticking up, I knew. I was like, shit. Anyway, going live here with the third map. Team Spectacular Soy Sauce taking on NFG. Once again, a bit of an abrupt start for us here on the cast, as we were in another game that was just very immediately started, very impromptu with that game as well. But Jockey, Charger, Smoker working away in here, though. Everything getting cleared immediately, except for that Jockey who finds a relatch out on Killer Beast. Smoker looking to pull Rochelle there through the spit, but not going to find it. And let's go ahead and bring the spec cutter for you guys. Really well taken attack there by Team Spectacular Soy Sauce. And now we get to see what they're like on the survivor side.
Well, this will definitely be the first round seeing them on Survivor, but judging by the score they currently have, I mean, I think they've been doing a pretty solid performance. Sorry, fucking stumbling over my words, trying to look frantically for my.
Did you want me to handle the English?
No. I'm obviously catching some sort of contagion in the air, which is your bad English.
Boomer spawning from behind, grabs a singular boom out under Rochelle. Smoker not planning to pull out on Nick in the back. Nick's actually going to go ahead and front the Smoker, run into his face, and get the kill. Charger looking for something, going to find nothing, though. And that spit's actually going to lock Rochelle up there for quite a bit. Falls down into more spit, and Lucky ends up taking around 50 damage from that spit alone.
Oh, yes, I would definitely be happy with that. One can never argue with 3 damage.
That was the like most perfect spread I've ever seen for a spit. It spread like everywhere she went. It was like drop off the bus, spit still there. And yeah, so we'll see Spectacular Soy Sauce making the way into the van there, pushing the Boomer away, and then grabbing the pop onto him. But they actually proxy Nick with the boom itself. Jockey looks in the corner. Coach there. The Charger comes in well, lands the charge, but everything gets cleared relatively easily there. I think Coach even got the level, if I'm not mistaken.
Reloading. So we've got 79% tank, so it's only another late tank. But I mean, thus far, SI haven't done too bad a job of putting in the work. They do find a set of pills though, which Rochelle is going to chug instantly. Takes it back up to the 100 HP mark. Granted, 50 of it is solid, and the rest is 10. But I mean, that progressive gives you a bit of leeway to take a couple more hits from commons, or just sack an attack basically and sponge it up.
Indeed, and we shall see them continue through the map here. Looks like the Boomer and Jockey look like they want to spring the attack from above inside the house. They are currently positioned inside the second floor here. Hunter right outside the hole in the side of the house here. Gets skeeted there, well, ground and pound I should say, by Coach. Jockey dropping from above. Not going to find the Boomer. Actually, Boomer right in tow. Dropping through the hole, not going to find anything though. Gets popped immediately. Jockey getting shut down, and Smoker getting pushed there by Nick, and receiving a fistful of shells to the face from that shotgun.
Oh, another attack pretty much seamlessly dealt with. A little bit more chip goes in though. I mean, we're starting to see survivors getting evenly chipped across the board. But I mean, this next hit's going to have to be a big one.
Yeah, we gotta see
As we
NFG.
saw in the previous game, this tank can go, you know, it can just go so wrong so quickly.
Yeah, it's definitely a swinging attack, or swing tank, I should say. And it can be good, it can be bad. But we shall see what happens here. Smoker spawns up top there with the Hunter and the Charger. Working the way in though. Nice double boom landing. Hunter also finding a target. Charger taking Coach back across to the other side of the parking lot here. Gonna get 1 pound onto Coach there before being killed off. And actually some good damage coming out from NFG, but I mean, it's a little bit. It's too little too late. I mean, the distance so far coming into this third map here was quite a... the spread of the distance point. Well, I can't talk. The score differential was too big. We're going with that.
Well, I mean, the tank can still do work by all means. And they can easily get a wipe off this. I mean, it all depends on if the Honda gods are smiling upon that. I mean, a good bullshit Honda here can result in 2 free caps right off the bat, so I mean, it makes the SI's job significantly easier, and it makes the tank's job even easier. That's, you know, less chip you can take on the way in.
And tank will be up in the hands of Dylan. Once again, this is a different Dylan from the dildo of Serious Business. There's a lot of Dills. But yeah, so we'll see the tank here just hanging onto the ledge here by the hole, looking to grab a little bit of LOS here while he waits for the SI comrades to come back up. Yeah, he's taking a little bit of chip, but, you know, 24 points of damage, not that much chip to really be spoken of. Tank will go ahead and finally make his way up the bridge here. Let's go and switch to his POV. And it looks like they're probably going to send this tank in with this attack. Smoker in the front, having that spawn. Looking for a pull here, and I think that was a really, I don't think they were ever going to really land that Smoker. I think they were just too far away.
Well, the tank is still on first pass, so I mean, they've got the time to play with. He's taking piss all chip. 200 points of damage, that's it. So, I mean, he's in a great position at the moment to just sit there and belt rocks all day. They are doing a much better job of line of sight in now. I mean, he's comfortably going to have his full hit up before he has to commit on a seriously low amount of frustration on the second pass. He's back down to 50% frustration, but the survivors are getting in line of sight once again. And the SI hit is up. It looks like he is indeed going to commit with the bullshit on. Here comes hit number one. Hit number one goes on top of the ambulance. Does not get any in-cap. Hank does get a free punch in on Coach. And he's going to get a free in-cap in on him. He's still got great HP, 3,600. Boomer does whiff. Tank does a follow-up punch on Ellis and a follow-up punch on Nick. Charger and Smoke coming in from behind. This tank is up shit creek without a paddle. Surrounded by all 3 survivors. He does get a nice curve rock on Rochelle. Charger does get a charge but gets cleared midway. Tank has been dealt with, just relapse going down from that, but you know, good amount of spread, but still, I feel too little too late. With the health that they currently have, and the wealth of pills and ammunition, I can definitely see the survivors making safe from here, unless we see like another really big hit going.
Yeah, and we're going to have to see the hit definitely go out onto Shady and Lucky here to dish out the most possible damage to the survivors. I mean, even Killer Beast is holding quite a big, solid health bonus. Jockey pre-spawning there on top of the bridge. Boomer spawning on the other side of the stack. Gets popped there. Good awareness by Rochelle and Nick. And the Charger's going to walk in, not going to find anything though. Spitter's left all alone. Just throwing the spit out there. The little bit of a delay spit. And that's not really going to be all much of a bother to the survivors though.
God damn it! Go!
And actually,
I think at that point, with the standing that you're in health-wise, you're happy to sort of sit there and take that 2 points of, or 3 points of bleed on all 2 survivors, and then just, you know, make it without taking any damage.
Well, we have a witch there immediately taken care of by Rochelle and Nick. Good teamwork there. And Shady grabbing that crown. 1,120 damage being pushed out onto the witch. Killer Beast actually messaged me while that tank was committing, and he was asking who won the match. I told him Team Malarian by 3 points. Hunter going in, getting immediately shut down there by Rochelle. Good skeet. And then Jockey not having any luck either, getting shut down by the combo of Nick and Rochelle. And that will be the attack up and over with. Spitter going for yet another delay spit. And, I mean, I don't really blame the Spitter. Not really that much to actually work with capper-wise. So the Spitter's going to try and delay the survivors, let them bleed a little bit more. And just, you know, let that HP get knocked down another notch.
Well, they do make it in with a 440 bonus as well, so that's going to give them a campaign score overall thus far. Breaching the 3,000 points, I think, almost. No, they just got the extra 20 points for the wit, so 2,952 points. So you're looking at 2,400 points for Team NFG to sort of pick up on.
Sort of, you know, just look at that huge astronomical number and think of how you're going to start tackling that. I mean, it really just has to start here, and they have to start chipping away massively at that health bonus. They have to make this safe and make it with like a 600 health bonus or something. And then Mat 4, they need to wipe. Finale, they need to wipe. I mean, it's doable, but it's like near impossible at this point. Jockey going immediately onto cap. Nice double cap landing. Smoker and Jockey both doing work onto Nick and Alice. A lot of damage being pushed out as well. And that will be attack finally cleared up, but not before Dylan dropping down below that 50 HP range. Purple Treat Factory down to the 70s as well. And that was a hell of a hit coming out from TSSS there. They're not letting up, regardless of how big of a lead it is.
Well, I mean, we saw that Lucky had taken sort of this amount of damage off the hit last time, but that was the second hit. I mean, you know, when you're hitting 50 points of damage off the first attack, and you're already at such a high point advantage, I mean, you've got to be feeling great as the SI at this point. They do see a double boot landing, though, on Coach and Michelle. The Charger has repositioned below the survivors. There's a Jockey looking to come in, and the Spitter is on the roof as well. So big damage potential here. Jockey goes in, Charger goes. Charger gets the charge, Spit goes down on that. And that's going to be quite a bit of damage in on Nick. There's a Common standing right in front of him, which is blocking him from getting out of the Spit. Michelle's now taking a bit of damage, but Dylan losing near enough all of his perv in 2 hits. He's out to full bleed.
So we show these survivors continuing the way up through the map here, making the way past the trailer, actually stopping inside for the melees and the gun inside. And the survivors are lagging a little bit, or at least their shell was. Is that me, or is that... Are you getting the lag too? Is the server kind of like jutting around?
No, it's working fine for me at the moment. I'm just double checking, just watching everything to make sure it's not skipping at all. And no, it seems to be running fine.
Oh, it looked like Rochelle was like skipping around there. Yeah, isn't Rochelle skipping? Look at her. Because the other guys are running fine. It's just Rochelle who's kind of like warping, it seems.
She's fine on my screen.
Huh. I see her like kind of skipping around, but regardless, we'll see the survivors take another hit there, relatively free of damage. But regardless, they have some big hits coming up here. Dylan already down to complete bleed out, except for that like 3 solid HP that he has left. And yeah, Survivor's looking to be in a bit of a pinch here. Attack looks like it's actually going to trigger down here. If I'm not mistaken. Where are the SI? I mean, the Jockey and Spitter are still up here on the side of the hole. So one can only assume that they're going to throw the attack in here down the...
Well, everything's behind them. The Charger's coming in from behind. Charger does get himself a double charge. Oh, the Spit goes down. The Hunter lands at a cap and stumble and Spit. That's a lot of damage. Charger does get cleared before he gets the in cap. But that's another survivor who's on full bleed.
Man, look at all these cars.
But I mean, still, you know, they're in a pretty similar position. Yeah, they're taking a bit more damage, but I mean, this tank, you know, they can still make it out here with bonus. But I mean, shit, 2,400 points is what you need going into this map just to catch up. That's, you know, that's a big ask.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen hills conquered and stuff, but that's a mountain. And I mean, even though you have 3 maps to actually work with, Team Speculative Source has some amazing survival play. And you can't count them to actually just take wipes from tank. But with that being said, another attack being thrown in here, brilliantly played. Smoker pulling one of the survivors back towards the alarm card, causing the survivors to actually trigger the alarm card to get the clear. And that will be, as we just said, the alarm card going off, causing the rest of the horde to actually trickle in here. Nick also eating boom, so all the horde is currently going him for the time being until that wears off of him. And the tank will be here to greet the survivors at the top of this ladder. Good awareness by them, though, to not push up, because they know the tank is up there, obviously, and they're saying, if we push up there, we're pushing right into a tank with all this work. The attack coming here, though, it's Silver Lightning, eating the charge, putting it back into another alarm car. Beautifully played, Spit arcing down on top of it, and that's going to be a lot of damage on Silver. Going to put him down into an in-cap state. First in-cap of the round so far, being pushed out onto Silver himself. And yeah, it's just, the doors are just closing more and more here. In fact, there might not be any more doors open here for NFG to actually make this comeback happen.
There's the freeway.
Ooh, Alice messing up the ladder climb there, falling back down the ladder, taking a little bit of fall damage, and eating the Jock as well. Hunter pouncing down on top of Silver at the top of the ladder. And
They're in shit. Well, they're up shit right now. They got 3 survivors from you, believe it. They're still taking hits. There's still Colin coming in. Ellis standing in the Spit bottom. No, he is out the Spit. It's just the way it pulled below him. It looked like he was spreading like right to his feet. Well, tank has been triggered. It's in the hands of Killer Beast. Purple Tree Factory is really sort of holding out against taking those pills. He's going to take an in-cap from his teammates instead. There's still a couple of common trailing in from behind the survivors, but actually there's quite a few common there. Jockey spawns up as well, and the Boomer gets caught. Jockey gets scratched but gets shut down. The Charger is now up in the hands of Shady as well in ghost mode. But this tank has taken, 160 points of damage, and he's just content to sit behind his car at the moment. Charger does land as well. Almost gets this landing on Michelle, but does get killed. Now the survivors aren't even really trying to lost the tank even, they're just trying to chip him from range, and they're not really doing anything significant enough to put him off what he's doing. If this boom lands, this could be quite devastating.
Yeah, this could definitely be the final nail in the coffin here for Team NFG for the round. If this Boomer does manage to land some sort of amazing boom here. Jockey Smoker going in here, though, looking to open up the spawn there for the boom. They do just that. A nice up boom going out. Rock getting skied out of there, though, by Nick or Rochelle, one of them. And just saving the two boom survivors from eating that rock.
Well, the tank's still on first pass. He's still got 90% frustration. He can just sit here all fucking day.
And
if he doesn't commit and, get killed or whatever, or get a single punch, he's by the point he has to commit. He's going to have bled 3 survivors down to the point of nothing.
Yeah, I think the stars are actually starting to finally realize they have to really LOS this tank, because they are in a horrible spot here. They are bleeding out very heavily. Another Tri-Cap goes out. Tri-Cap lands on all 3 survivors. All the targets hit. And the rock also landing on Alice there. I don't think that was an in-cap. No, it was not. But the car will go ahead and smack into Rochelle there. They're going to be an in-cap out to her. Most definitely. A rock goes out. Not clipping Coach there. But that was a beautiful Tri-Cap.
And that was the last of the bonus as well. Rochelle was all they had left in perm. It looks like they're just going to go for the wipe this time. Alice just jumps in front of the car.
Yeah, Alice literally saying, just end it, please. And I think NFG's kind of starting to come to the realization that the game might be over there. That's Purple Tree Factory just kind of like, hump the car, hump the engine block of it and saying, just hit it, just do it. And Killer Beast just tossing some rocks here at Coach. Nick in the front there. I believe the jockey did find a latch on him. Punching Coach and actually in-capping him. What a hit from that tank, actually. That was actually really well played, hitting him so far up, and he actually dropped right down the edge of the staircase, causing him to get in-capped from the fall damage. And that will be the round 14 Spectacular Soy Sauce. NFG making 439 points of distance off of that round, but I mean, there's still a 900 point, or not 900, 2,000 point differential. So that's, it's a mountain. It's a mountain, and then you need a lot of hiking gear.
One of the problems is as well is the fact that they kind of needed to make a decision there with the current health state they were in health-wise. They either needed to press that time or needed to line of sight him like really badly. They didn't either. They just tried to chip him from distance. They didn't really get any significant chip on him, and as a result, they just gave him line of sight all day, so the SI could just keep attacking. And that Tri-Cap, I mean, yeah, a Tri-Cap landing during a tank is always a bad thing. I mean, when it goes on for that long, and as a result, your only remaining health bonus takes a straight in-cap from a car, it's pretty fucked up, yeah. But we are going to see the round going live. Opening hit for the SI is going to be a Tri-Cap. The capping spot is going to be a Charger Smoker and a Jockey.
Yeah, my game actually...
They do have this bit.
You can keep talking. Keep talking.
It's okay, got the survivors still baiting it out. They have pushed out of the safe, and now the attack is coming in. Smoker does land. Charger whiffs his charge. He is going for fist, but he's going to get shut down. We get 1 or 2 ticks from spit damage, but that's about it. We see 10 points of damage going out as a whole from that opening attack for the SI.
Sorry, everyone in chat was like blowing up because I didn't actually have the title change on my stream, because we were still, we went exactly from the first game to this game, so I didn't change the title or anything. I was like, all right, whatever, we'll just forget it. But everyone in my stream is like freaking out now because they're like, oh my god, he never changed it. He never changed it. Let him know. So we are back in the game now. Let me go and bring you guys back in here. And yeah, attack coming in here on the survivors. I gotta go ahead and exec some stuff really quick. We're gonna do that.
Well, attackers go in, just be shut down near enough flawlessly. We see an additional 9 points of damage going in off that hit. But they're in a pretty comfortable situation. Tanks for 43%, so it's going to be triggering just after the drop, potentially.
Indeed, so pretty early tank here. Once again, it should be... Actually, no, they didn't have to take the drop. Good awareness there by Team Spectacular Soy Sauce, knowing not to drop, or else they would have actually... What? Is my game glitched?
I don't know. Does the hit going in, Smoker goes in, gets a momentary pull, but it's cleared very quick. Jockey's jumping around the outside. Tank is currently playing with his trash cans. Looks like he's going to try the audacious attempt of getting one of the dumpsters inside the pool room.
For some reason, I saw the boom become the tank. And the boomerang tank was like right next to Cyrus, so I went ahead and did recording and it fixed it. Sorry for the technical difficulties, guys, but you guys wanted you guys wanted everything changed on the title and everything, so I went ahead and did it for you.
Well, the tank's managed to get the dumpster like right outside the pool room door. Oh, and he set it down.
Migo really seems like he's lagging. It's not just me, right?
He might be actually. No, he is lagging.
All right, so it wasn't. Because I was gonna say Rochelle looks like she was lagging last half, and okay, so Migo is incredibly laggy, and he's gonna go into his tank.
Yeah, the tank is throwing a rock, and then the rock is coming in like 2 seconds later. But the tank has committed. He's looking for that corner. He's warping around everywhere. He does get a very delayed punch in. Jockey gets a cap. Tank punches Rochelle down to the base of the stairs. He's throwing the rock. He does land the rock, and looks like he's just going to try and capitalize on Rochelle. He's warping around everywhere. Oh, sorry, it's not Rochelle he has down there. It's Coach. Tank does get taken out. But he does a fair amount of working on Coach, but the tank was just warping everywhere.
Yeah, so a little unfortunate chain of events there happening. I wonder if NFG have actually tried to find a sub for Migo. I'm not really all that sure, but regardless, the game is pretty much already all sealed up here. The attack coming in, though. Charger finds his target out into Alice there, though. Spit getting shut down before getting those spit off. I can hear it on top of the roof. I believe it is killed off. Yeah, it's all dead. And that will be the attack up and over for NFG.
Well, they go into the event, they got one person bleeding, 3 sets of pills, tremendous amount of bonus still. I mean, it seems to be that the survivor play is just on point, and NFG just cannot seem to match them at all on the SI side of it. We do see the event being triggered. Hit is up for the SI. It is going to be a 2-2 setup. They do with the Hunter and the Jockey for capping support, Boomer and the Spitter. Hunter is just warping everywhere. Spit goes down on nothing as a result. Hunter does land inadvertently, I think, on Code. And the Boomer is going to get popped. Just a little bit of damage trickling in from the Coleman that are randomly hitting everyone that they see. But the survivors in a pretty solid way.
I have a feeling when you're lagging that much and warping around like that, anything you land on is completely unintentional, to say the least. And yeah, so Team Spectator Stars Last will be making their way across the float here. Coach actually getting a little bit of common lock here in the back. And it's going to delay him from jumping across the floor just for a couple more seconds before he frees himself up. And we'll see another attack here, looking to gear up here for NFG. It's going to be a Spitter, Hunter, a Jockey, and a Charger. And also, we have another game coming up after this one. I believe it's at 9:30 p.m. EST. But anyway, Charger coming in here, gets cleared though, before he can even land up against the wall with Coach. And that will be the entire attack up and over with before it really even ever started. 14 to start with Soy Sauce. And yeah, we'll have a game coming up at 9:30 p.m. EST. I don't know if you'll be sticking around for that or not, but it will be. I shall cry for you then.
For me too. But the survivors are just butt rushing through this map. They're destroying the hits that have been sent to them, and as a result, because no one's getting capped, no one's getting slowed down, they're just able to push through the map so very quick. They still got common from the horde, they still got the horde from the event following them. They do pop a Boomer. There's a Hunter jumping around, and Smoker does get a pull in front. Jockey gets picked from behind. Hunter gets a shotgun shot to the face. That is going to be the attack cleared. The bonus is still tremendous. Yeah, this is going to be safe from for them. There's going to be like 2 SI after hit them, maybe just the 1. But that's safe from for them near enough. Might see a delayed spit go out here, so we might see a full attack. But other than that, Survivors comfortably in the safe room. Massive bonus to speak of.
Hey, we got a safe room.
And yep, just the Spitter. The delayed spit does go out. We do have the Jockey, Charger, and the Boomer, but the Charger doesn't even look like he's going to spawn.
Boomer looking for the rocket, not going to find anything though, and the TSS members will all back up into the safe room, closing the door, and they will get the entirety of the distance points along with the health bonus. And that's going to give them a grand total score for the round of 1,544 points, rocketing them to a score of 4,496, pretty much 4,500 points coming out of map 4. And now we're going to see like a 3,600 point differential for NFG coming into the second half.
That doesn't look too promising, especially with a particularly early tank as well. Yes, it's in the pool room, but from what I've seen thus far of how NFG have managed to handle the tanks that have been thrown at them, doesn't look too promising. And this is a big hit as well for the opening hit. They got that tri-cap with Spit. they land a charge bit here. I mean, that's already more damage in the first hit than what NFG managed happened to the tank.
Yeah, for those who are wondering in chat, the game is scheduled to take place in, I believe, 90 more minutes. And it will be the final match of the quarterfinals for the Really Big Winter Pro-Am Tournament 2015. And hopefully it can dish out a good game here. It will be Apollyon. And they will be one of the teams actually in the game. Regardless, we will be going live here with the second half of the fourth map. NFG over on the Survivor half, looking to really just, you know, claw something out of this game here. They'll at least break 1,000, which we've seen some games where teams don't even break 1,000. But attack coming in here, though. Smoker, Jockey with the Charger, and Jockey actually shut down from Rochelle. And Smoker Charger not finding anything, though. I'm not too sure what the SI were doing there. They looked very disorganized.
Well, they actually got more damage off that hit than what was previously thrown out as well. Got 36 points. I think we only saw about 10 go out in the first attack last time.
Everything just looked like it was really spread out, and everything, nothing landed, in fact, I should say. But we'll see the Survivors continually down the street here, towards the bar up ahead. And yeah, we'll see what next attack waits, or what next attack holds for us, I should say.
The SI are probably going to throw it in here because this tank spawns before the drop. They're not going to get another chance to hit. They don't have the spinner, unfortunately, to complement the charge. But there's still potential here for some good shit. And it looks like they're going to wait until the very last minute to go in here.
I mean, this is a pretty good attack. If they can pull one of the Survivors off here, it can definitely result in a death, to say the least. Smoker looking for pull on the Coach. Not going to find it, though. Actually grabs the pull, but the Jockey stumbling Coach away, and he's not going to be pulled off. Really well played there by the Survivors. He's basically just popping the boomer, keeping Coach alive. I mean, he did end up eating the boom because of it, but it kept his butt from going down below, which would have definitely resulted in a death from this tank.
Yeah, well, the tank is up in the hands of Relay. Boomer's going to go in and sack himself now. And we're probably going to see the tank commit on the next strikeout because he's not going to be offering himself up for any chip. He is going to throw rocks on the outside and try to get one on the Survivors, but they're doing a pretty good job at the moment of avoiding any line of sight with that window. I mean, the tank knows full well that the Survivors aren't going to fucking move from that room, so he's going to try his luck and try and get the dumpster in.
Yeah, so
Still thing.
Hey, he still has another pass to make it happen. He's got this. I got faith. Oh,
well, he's got a solid tri-cap up to commit on. Tank is now down to 55% frustration, so he's going to be committing very shortly. Very short. And he's in. Tank is looking for a quick corner in. He's not going to get anything. He does jump up onto the pool tables and belt the rock. He does land his rock on Coach. He does get the quick corner on that. Gets 2 punches on Coach, but Coach is lagging out or something. Tank gets a follow-up rock in. Charger does land and take out Coach. There's a Jockey jumping around, looking for that cap in on Nick. He's not going to get it. He gets taken. Tank is currently chasing Rochelle, but she's out there pretty damn. So they do suffer a full in cap, and Rochelle takes quite a few punches off the tank. But the Survivors are still up. They do need a curve rock, though. Really nice rock around the corner by Relay. Going for a second. Gets it on Rochelle. Survivors at this point just eating damage. They're kind of playing a bit too gung-ho for my life. Rochelle just running into the tank now, gifting the tank another punch. Tank lands another rock, gets a second in cap on Rochelle. Hunter's going to cap Ellis in the back, double boom round. Charger's now coming in, misses his charge. Tank has been dealt with, but there's a quad boom going on, 1 Survivor down, 3 Survivors getting battered from all angles. And both Migo and Purple Tree have no health to speak of, in terms of perm anyway.
I mean, they do definitely still have those 2 sets of pills left on their bodies to actually pass around and make use of them. So they will all be faster for the rest of the map, hopefully, as long as they pass those pills to their teammates. And did we see Silver giving his set over to Migo, and Dylan should go ahead and pass it over to Rochelle. And there we see it happening. So they will pop the last 2 set of pills that they have as of right now. They will find a couple more here by the end of the map, though. Hunter works his way in, though. Not going to find anything. Immediately getting skeeted by the shotgun of Coach. Boomer proxying onto Ellis. And Spit's going to go down for a little bit of a delay.
Who is this Rochelle person?
Rochelle. No, Rochelle. Got it, I got it. You know what sucks is before that, like, I was going to eat before casting this game, but unfortunately the Whatevers versus Illyrian game was all of a sudden, you know, it popped out of thin air and they were like, we're going to play right now. And I was like, crap.
Don't even mention food to me. I'm starving.
Yo, I'm so hungry. My dinner's sitting next to me.
I can eat all the fucking camel right now. There is an attack coming in from behind him. Charger's coming in from quite a distance. Jockey gets landed on Rochelle. Charger gets leveled. Boomer proxies on Rochelle, which releases her from the grip of said jockey. And then she falls into all the cotton down below. Still, good amount of chip going in on Ellis. He's holding quite a bit of perm going into this event now. He's now chipped down to about 50%. Dylan, for a change, is holding all the bonus at the moment. He was our unfortunate survivor who was, chugging pills by the second attack on the previous round. The SI do have another full hit to work with, though. It is going to be a Spitter, Smoker, Charger, and a Boomer. But we are going to see it coming in now. Boomer going to rocket straight in, gets a Boomer and one survivor. Smoker rockets in as well. Gets one pull off. Charger is coming in, maybe? Yep, Charger's coming in now. Charger gets a stumble, doesn't get the charge. He gets a fist, second fist. Some spit damage going in, but Nick's out of there pretty quick. Still, good amount of damage on bonus.
Yeah, Dylan taking quite a bit of the damage there from that hit. Silver Lightning still having one set of pills left on himself. Is going to go ahead and pass over to Migo, who's down below, and is actually currently being common locked by all the common that were very much just drawn to him. No one else, just him. And he's going to go ahead and pop that set of pills. He is still relatively far behind, though, and the SI are coming up. They have the Smoker, Jockey, and Hunter with the Boomer, and Coach is in a very precarious spot now. Jockey coming down onto him, gonna latch on and actually drag him back off the rooftop. That's going to run all the way back around, and now Rochelle's down there with him. Relapse, though, they could land a double cap if Relapse just held the Hunter, but no, he's going to go in anyway, and the Boomer will get that double proxy out onto Rochelle and Coach, and Lucky saying, Jesus, Migo, your internet. The Smoker can still grab this pole and delay the survivors even longer. Grabs it onto Coach and puts him back down. And that's going to be another delay on the Coach.
You can't ask for more though with the SI. You get that pull off. Smoker's now going to reposition and go for a second attempt at it. There is now a jockey up as well as a Spitter. The Coach is just lagging so bad at the moment. He's getting shit on by everything. He's now stuck in a tiny corner. There's Spit behind and in front of him, and there's now a Charger up as well for the SI.
Yeah, so not the fondest of games here for Team NFG. Their player is really lagging heavily here. Jockey Charger working the way in there and grabs the charge out onto Migo yet again. Puts him back down on the ground, and Jockey just adds salt to the wound and is going to end-cap him. And I feel bad for Migo right now.
Migo was not having a good day. Well, they have no more pills to commit. There's two survivors slow in the back. Have the Smoker up, still looking for harassment. And they do now have a Hunter up as well. Oh, sorry, it's a Spitter.
And you know what? Knowing Purple Tree Factory, he's probably rubbing it into Migo's face right now. He's like, damn, Migo, you want to move fights? I know you, Purple. I bet Purple's going to watch this VOD, and then he's going to message me like, yeah, I was actually doing exactly that.
There's a Hunter spawned up in front of the survivors, gets a cap on theirs. Charger lands on that as well. There's a double cap going on in front. The other SI, other survivors, we have shotguns, so it takes them a while to clear. And this Smoker, this scumbag Smoker is looking for that pull off.
Goes for it.
He gets it. Oh!
That was actually a really horrible time for him to actually pull it. Drug her along the very top of the float, the only part that really extends outwards. And if she wasn't at that exact point, she would have been pulled off. So scumbag Smoker looking to grab another pull off, but not going to find it. And yeah, this game is really, really out of NFG's reach at this point. I mean, they're most likely looking at a wipe here. They might have a pull up ahead here. No, they don't have anything. Boomer goes in from the window up ahead of the survivors. Not going to find anything though, but they still have the Jockey, Smoker, and Hunter to make something happen with. Scratches will do here to pretty much wipe the team, but they're going to work their way in. Hunter lands onto Coach inside the marketplace, but gets cleared immediately, and Rochelle as well getting cleared from that Smoker. So no in-caps going out at survivors here, but if they get a Charger could pretty much wipe the entire board right now by himself.
That Spitter could wipe them at this point.
Pretty much, actually.
The Spitter's... Oh no, there it is.
The scumbag Spitter.
Oh, there it goes. There's one survivor down. Oh, there's a Boomer to add insult to injury. Fat Man Pride.
Rocking
Comes a Jockey in the Boomer. Boomer gets a double proxy. Jockey's gonna look for that scratch down. Smoker's gonna go for the Rick James. And they both get shut down by Alice. They get the pickup.
I mean, look at the HP, though, of NFG. Purple has 1 HP left. Migo has 1 HP left. Silver has 1 HP left as well.
The hunter gets a scratch down on purple in the back.
Draw count on the witch. Dylan still landing the draw count, so not that bad. Grabbing those 20 points for his team, but it is 20 points. The 20 points means nothing at this point. Charger goes in for 1 punch, 2 punch. Dylan's down to what is he at? He's down to 0. He gets in-capped by the comment. Dylan laughing, and everyone's just having a chuckle at that. And yeah, so that will be the round there for NFG. Dylan saying, I don't want to talk about it. And so we'll see NFG grind their total up to 1,539 points to the 4,496 of Team Spectacular Soy Sauce. And this game's over. It's mathematically impossible. I can tell you that right now. So Team Spectacular Soy Sauce will be advancing to the semifinals next week. And we'll see who they face up against. I don't know the brackets off the back of my hand. And we could go check the brackets really fast here. But I don't want to go bring it up. So we'll wait until
You'll probably break Left 4 Dead.
Probably. My game will probably crash again. It seems like it's in a crashing mode.
All right, all right, all right.
Left 4 Dead is deeply upset with
Roll
you.
across the bridge, and the armor's gonna take
But
care
yeah, so
of it.
Polyon and Grizz is actually in chat. Polyon it will be playing next. Their game is scheduled for, I believe, once again, it's 9:30 p.m. EST, so 6:30 PST for you guys over on the West Coast. And yeah, so we'll be bringing you guys that game as well. I'm actually, I forget who they're playing. It's not Serious Business. No, Velvet played Serious Business. I can't remember who the 8th team is in the finals.
What, the Latin team, is it?
Those sound like soldiers. Somebody talk to
Das Comas or Los Comas or whatever they're called?
No.
Dangerous?
Is it dangerous?
Lend me a hand here.
I don't know, I can't remember.
I know Grizz is probably about
I just
to.
castled.
Grizz is probably about to say it in chat, so keep an eye on that. But we are on live here with the final map of the game. We'll see Team Spectacular Soy Sauce taking up the survivors. SI will be a team No Fucks Given. And No Fucks Given definitely seem like they're living up to the game right, or their name right now, giving 0 fucks. And just kind of throwing things in as it comes. But tanks come up, and it will be in the hands of Migo. And we shall see you know, what the gimmick happening with one of the last final tanks they'll have for RBWT.
Let the lag commence.
Oh, it's Vox. Okay. That'll actually be a good game. I don't know how much Vox is actually practiced, but that could definitely shape up to be a good game. Tank's gonna go ahead and commit here in the hands of Migo, the laggy person, 14 energy, and this is not gonna end well. he literally can't get off the ground. He can't get off the ground. He gets 1 punch, 2 punches.
Yeah, I think if you're gonna put this tank in the damn game, you've got to remove them fucking fences because it's just retarded.
Yeah, I mean, it really comes down to how well can the SI actually get the survivors off of the fencing up there. Yeah,
Still, I think it's a pretty scumbag move.
I mean, it's in the game. It's not blocked, so.
Yeah, but still, morally.
Yeah, I would feel like a douchebag if I did that. Like, the tank couldn't get up to me, and he's just, like, standing below me trying to punch me off. And it's like, hey, you're short, you can't get up. Yeah, Spectacular Soy Sauce making the way through the map here. Hunter's wall kick off of the gas truck, killing himself in the water below. Once again, that was Migo. He could have just been, it could have been a bad lag spike, who knows with him. Smoker going for pull on the coach, not going to find it, though, immediately self-cleared by him. Yeah. Spectacular Soy Sauce just really doing work right now. And they look actually very strong. I mean, Velvet Room, that map yesterday versus Serious Business, I said pre-game, if Velvet Room comes in this game and shows us the old Velvet Room that we saw way back in the day when Velvet Room like first came around, like we could see them take the game, and they did just that. They looked in tip-top shape. They looked better than any previous game I've seen from in RBWT. And they're a force to be reckoned with, I think.
But we do see the whole attack getting shut down there by the survivors. Boomer does get a booming on one survivor though, but that's just a bit of a pity boom at this point. Survivors are going to push themselves up and spawn the second tank. They don't really need the pills. They've got 4 sets of pills. They've got everyone still holding solid perm. I mean, Relapse will be committing his pills when the tank does finally commit. But other than that, they have no need to push forward and risk grabbing these additional pills. Tank is up in hands of Silver Lightning, and he's pushing straight in. He's got the in-cap car. And it doesn't look like he's going to be waiting around. Ooh, almost gets that car, but now he's in shit street. Survivors have got him sandwiched. He's getting hot pursuit on Coach and Ellis. He does manage to whip that car around as well. The jockey and Smoker both go for Ellis. The jockey gets taken out by the tank. Charger gets a punch, and then subsequent charge. But the tank is miles away. He's down to 2,000 HP, and at this point, the survivors are in too good of a shape to really worry about the tank.
Yeah, so this
Just
tank,
getting pursued.
yeah, Silver really, he has nothing left to really work with here. All his SI are down. The car almost bouncing into LSF. Gets the car hit onto Rochelle, though. Saying, I ain't leaving this game without getting at least one end cap with this tank. And he does just that. Boomer getting popped in the backfield, but Rochelle gonna lay on her back there for a little bit. Gonna let that car just disappear from her. Yeah.
The bullshit Honda strikes.
The bullshittiest. Jockey looking to make something happen there after the Hunter getting cleared off of Coach, I believe it was. And yeah, so we'll see Team Smoker vs. us. Almost definitely gonna make the safe from there, aka the helicopter. And I want to see what happens again.
It's not a pleasant experience.
I want to see if the distance stops ticking up again. Let us see. This is actually a nice test.
Except for the 4,000 point deficit as opposed to the 3-point deficit.
Well, yeah, the point deficit is actually something to take into account. But Boomer spawning up on the side of the bridge here. Guess it's thinking boom out Dallas before warping. What? Was that Mika?
It was. Smokey getting put in the back into ledge tank. Charlie gets cleared instantly though. Michelle's pushing forward here. They are going to stop and pick up Nick in the back. Coach is doing a pretty good job of covering Alice as it gets the pickup. Michelle's come back to join the party, and the survivors do progress.
Miko just that made me laugh. Miko just warped into the middle of the hole, just fell down. But Hunter coming in here, pouncing up the top beam of the bridge, gets shut down though hardcore there by Rochelle, and his lifeless body will just go flying into the ground there. And for some reason, I'm losing track of Nick again and again.
Well, Smoker is still up, desperately trying to get that pop. But the survivors are way past the point of danger now. They're on the last reach release of the helicopter. They've still got bonus, a lot of bonus on Killer Bees. Relapse and Shady still holding some perm as well. So only one in-cap going out from that tank with the car. That's the only sort of damage the survivors have really taken significantly. Purple Tree go for that YOLO charge, not going to get nothing. And the SI are pretty much out of the way. Survivors are going to make the helicopter with a final score, breaching the 5k bonus. And they do make it.
They did. They will walk right into the helicopter, and actually the distance did stop. It stopped in pretty much the exact same position as it did in the other game. So yeah, I guess that's just how the map is. I'm surprised it's like that though. Another
yep,
tank
whatever's dispute. Yep, whatever's dispute is now officially done and dusted. But they do breach the 5,000 points. 5,576 points is an overall campaign score for Spectacular Soy Sauce. I think they're going to be very happy with that.
Yeah, that's incredibly strong coming out from Team Spectacular Soy Sauce. And NFG pretty much this round is just for shits and giggles. They were out of it coming into this. They knew it was just mathematically impossible for it to happen. I think even last map it was like on the brink of being impossible. So yeah, we'll see what NFG has in store for us.
I think after the wipe on map 2, they were pretty much done and dusted at that point. They were never going to be able to make, and you know, they had like a 20% tank spawn that managed to wipe Spectacular Soy Sauce on map 3. They weren't going to be able to stop them. Not with the way that they were handling their survival. Tank has been triggered, however. Final tank, sorry, not the final tank. First tank of the finale is up, is in the hands of Lucky. So let's see if we can see a wipe here. But they are just big YOLO this.
NFG is actually taking it in the bottom of the safe room, which isn't really that bad of a spot if you think about it. There's only one place for that side to come from. And, I mean, if you can, like, stumble them on the ladder or just block the ladder, there's no real way for them to get down easily. Especially if one survivor runs up the ladder after the tank commits down. The only thing that will really get him off of that ladder is a jockey or a hunter. And that's if they pounce right down and don't latch on the ladder themselves. So, we'll see what the tank is thinking here. Lucky is even confused by it. He's like, what do I do? I don't know if it's something...
Frustration. and they have sacked the Boomer and the Smoker in the hopes for the Jockey and the Charger. Looks like they're just going to commit this tank straight in. Tank jumps straight in, gets themselves a quick and fast corner in a Rochelle. Jockey's now coming in. They do have a Boomer as well. They need to help that tank though. Like now, Tank does get his first in cap. Boomer boxes on one saliva. Hunter lands on that saliva. He gets into it though. Tank is going ham at the moment, spreading the love, getting double punch. He's almost dead. We're still enough 2,000 HP left. He's doing a lot of work. Except that last chunk, that last 1,000 health just obliterated off the tank. He does get one in cap, but that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, nice even amounts of damage put amongst all the survivors except for Dylan. Dylan's still sitting up around 86 HP after the tank, but everyone else popping their sets of pills except for Purple hasn't popped it just yet. But actually, Ellis pushing up the ladder there, looking preemptively, and eats the Smoker in the spit there. I'm gonna drop him down even that much more, and then Lucky just saying ruffle this game.
Oh, because he survived the first attack and the first tank.
Once we lower it, we all gotta be careful because there's zombies on the bridge. Makes it know we've been like fighting zombies on
Yeah,
Route
Survivor is starting the event now. The final gauntlet towards the next tank. Purple Chief saying, no fucks given, bro. No fucks given.
Let's move!
Miko.
Survivors are waddling into the first attack from the air side. The Hunter has currently respawned in front of them. Looks like he's just being a bit of a distraction at the moment. They do have the Spitter though. They do also have a Jockey. And that Charger looking for the imminent death charge. I mean, if they get a death charge here, it's not going to be good. But I think at this point, they're just playing more for the lols than the actual attempt to come back here because it is mathematically impossible. You do see a Jockey landing in the back. Hunter's coming in, he is going to get speared. Just that Charger up, he jumps straight in, he goes for the charge, he does land on Nick instantly. See, why didn't that chest bump? And the spit goes through the grate.
Indeed, so that attack very well taken there by NFG. Actually, all their pills have been committed onto themselves. And looks like we'll see Migo dropping down into the slow range here very shortly. And we'll see just how long they can actually sustain themselves here. And hopefully make it to the next tank. A nice double boom going out onto Nick and Ellis here. Migo will be going slow here in a second, down to 40 HP. And quickly dropping down to that 39. Hunter up top looking for a patch on Ellis there. Having a hard time finding it and will actually connect with Coach instead. Now they have the Smoker grabbing the pull onto Nick, dragging him down. And it's going to be all of Dylan's permanent HP gone in the blink of an eye.
Oh, the scumbag Jockey gets a cap on top and another fall to the ground. That's the second in cap. They might not even make it to the tank. There's a Charger up, he's going for the death charge. He spawns up, he's going for Coach, he's going for Coach, he gets a death charge.
The Coach's body just ragdoll.
Hey, I need some help over here!
I'm just a Coach in Charger. But yeah, there's a death charge going out onto Migo there. Or, yeah, out onto Migo, sealing the deal as to its fate. And the Jockey gets a brief jock there onto Nick, dragging him around the back of the tractor trailer there. Ellis still in-capped here. Dylan on the brink of going to another in-cap. Silver dying off there from the common, actually. And now it's down to Dylan and Purple to actually trigger the tank, make something happen here. The Jockey, the Hunter will scratch out Nick, though, but not before he actually in-caps himself with the propane tanks. This freaking game. And then
That's
Lucky.
going to be it. Oh no, Smoker's Town Briggs.
Don't even know. NFG just trolling. Charger runs in, grabs the last scumbag punch out onto Rochelle. And that will be the match wrapped up here. Team Spectacular Soy Sauce yet again taking a very convincing win off of Team No Fucks Given. 5,576 to the 1831 of No Fucks Given. And that was really, really one-sided.
I'd say that's a very convincing win for Spectacular Soy Sauce. It puts them in a pretty strong standing as well going into the semi-finals. I mean, coming off a win like that, that's going to give you a hell of a confidence boost.
Yeah, that's got to be making